What do we think happens next for KD? That was a double.
Well, definitely, retirement for sure.
Dang.
Pops in his head.
You think he out of there?
He averaged 28.
I know he did, but I mean, damn, but
retirement.
But he getting older with it though. Like he's now one of the league's elder statesmen.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like shit. After a while, if Phoenix don't do shit, I'm like, if Phoenix don't bring in nothing, no other help, like they already brought motherfuckers in there.
Yeah.
So if they don't bring nobody else in there to help him get over that hump, all right, yo, it's time for me to hang it up.
But he used to be that guy, right?
Yeah,
like he used to be that guy. Like, hey,
we all
gonna
were.
be to the hump. Yeah,
we all were.
All of us. Yes.
Father Time ain't no punk. He beating up everybody.
Except Bron, but
no, even him. Shit.
But I think KD got to understand it's time to maybe go to be the second or third option and get these young boys out here to do that young boy stuff, and you can just kind of just be a spot up shooter, or you still be a bucket. Don't get me wrong. But you can't be the number one option anymore at 17.
That's a Frank Vogel thing.
Yeah,
well, I was gonna say he already doing this. Stand over there.
But that's what I'm saying.
But
you got to accept that role. You got to accept that role. You know what I'm saying? You got to accept.
Maybe
it.
that's where you at in your career.
In your career. Like we know you can still get 30. You know what I'm saying? You KD, but we need some of these young boys to, do that young boy stuff, and then maybe you can turn on in the playoffs for us. But you know what I'm saying? You got to just understand it's their time now.
So I'll ask you all this: is that the mentality of being that veteran? Because we've seen Melo go through the same thing.
Yeah.
When Melo was like, "No, fuck that, I ain't coming off the bench." You know what I'm saying? I've been a starter my whole career since day one, high school, college, got in the league. Is it safe to say some veterans don't know how to handle maybe being out of that spotlight, or
it's tough
you're
medicine
not
to
that
take.
number one option
It's
no
tough,
more?
but I think we all need to learn from Melo. Because when Melo got on that, he was out the league prematurely. He probably still had a few more years in him. And now you asking to get back on teams and working out and doing all the extra stuff. And I done been on the outside looking in and trying to work out. I'm staying in shape, and hopefully you get that call, and then you be like, man, is my phone cut off? Is it still on? Is it working, man? Why ain't I getting no calls?
Right.
And that's probably what he went through because he wasn't humble. You got to humble yourself at a certain point in this league.
Or the league will humble you.
Yeah,
right?
or the league will humble you.
In a heartbeat.
And that's what I think Melo should have just been like, you know what, okay, I done made all the money, I done did everything I can. All right, let me just be a part of this still, and I just want to be a mentor. I can still play and all that stuff, but let me mentor you young fellas and just do whatever role makes sense. You know what I'm saying? And if you accept stuff like that, the league will love you. But if you get to poking your chest out still, and I'm still that dude, and I can't believe y'all disrespecting me. Okay, we're gonna show you disrespect. We're gonna show you.
Which I think he did. Like what was it, after Oklahoma City, he was out the league. Nobody touched him, and then he took the medicine. Came back to Portland, L.A. Had some good years. Was helping winning teams, willing to come off the bench, be that leadership.
And he showed you that's kind of what you got to do. He humbled himself a lot. So if you take a page out of Melo's book, you know what I'm saying? You got to just humble yourself after you get a little bit older. Not saying you can't play, because we know you can play. Your body of work says that you're one of the best to ever play this game. But like you said, Father Time is undefeated, and these young boys are coming. I mean, these young boys playing. And you can't, man, that young boy energy, man, you can't, man, that stuff is tough to muster up.